Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's Community Science Spotlight. My name is Asare Apia, and today I will be walking you through one of the most fascinating plants in the world, the Venus flytrap. By the end of this short talk, you understand how this plant captures energy, how enzymes help it digest its meals, how it turns food into usable energy, and how it makes its own food through photosynthesis. Let's get started. Before we get into the biology, let's meet our plant. The Venus flytrap, scientifically named Dionaea muscipula. It grows naturally only in the coastal belts of North and South Carolina, in wet, sandy, acidic soil. That soil is extremely poor in nitrogen and phosphorus, nutrients every plant needs to build protein and DNA. Because the soil can't provide enough of this nutrient, the flytrap evolved its famous snap trap to catch insects as a supplement. But there is an important point I want to stress. The Venus flytrap is still a true plant. Like every green plant, it makes its own food using sunlight. The insects are not its energy source. They are more like a vitamin supplement for nutrients the soil is missing. Now, let's answer our first question. How does the Venus flytrap take energy from its surrounding? It uses two separate strategies. First, sunlight. The leaves contain chlorophyll, a pigment that captures light energy, powering photosynthesis, which turns carbon dioxide and water into glucose, the plant's main fuel. This is exactly how typical plants work. Second, insects. Since the bog soil is so poor in nitrogen and phosphorus, the plant evolved trigger hairs inside its trap. When an insect touches two hairs within about 20 seconds, the strap snaps shut in under a second. Once digested, the insect releases nitrogen that the plant absorbs to build protein and grow. So sunlight gives the plant its energy, and insect gives it mineral its soil can't. Our second question asks about enzymes, biological catalysts that speed up chemical reaction without being used up themselves. Here is the digestion process, step by step. First, the trap closes around the insect, forming a sealed, stomach-like chamber. Second, glands inside the trap secrete a cocktail of enzymes, proteases, chitinases, nucleases, and phosphatases, into an acidic fluid with a pH of around 3 to 4. Third, these enzymes act like a molecular scissors, breaking down the insect's protein into amino acid and releasing nitrogen and phosphorus. Finally, over about 5 to 12 days, the leaf's surface absorbs these dissolved nutrients into the plant tissue. Each enzyme is shaped to fit a specific molecule, much like a key fits a lock. That's why several different enzymes must work together to fully digest the prey. So, what happens if these enzymes don't work properly? A few things could disrupt them. Extreme temperature can denature an enzyme to its shape unfolds and it stops working. A shift away from the ideal acidic pH can slow or stop enzyme activity. And a genetic mutation could change an enzyme shape so it no longer fits in target molecule. If digestion fails, the nitrogen and phosphorus locks inside the insects are never absorbed. Growth slows, leaves may yellow, and flowering can decline. The plant wouldn't starve immediately, since photosynthesis still provides the energy, but it will lose the competitive edge that lets it drive its nutrient-poor bugs. Our third question asks us to walk through how the plant turns food into energy inside its cells, a process called cellular respiration, with four main stages. Stage 1, glycolysis, happens in the cytoplasm. Glucose is split into two smaller molecules, producing a small amount of ATP. Stage 2, the Krebs cycle, happens in the mitochondria. Those molecules are broken down further, releasing carbon dioxide and energy carrying molecules. Stage 3, the electron transport chain along the inner mitochondrial membrane produces the majority of the cell's ATP. Finally, that ATP is used throughout the cells to power everything from the rapid ion movement that snaps the strap shut, to building enzymes, to growth the repair. In simple terms, ATP is plant energy currency. Without it, none of the plant's activities will be possible. Our final question is about photosynthesis and adaptation. Chlorophyll in the leaves absorbs sunlight, and that energy splits water and combines carbon dioxide into glucose, releasing oxygen as a byproduct. Summarized by the equation, carbon dioxide plus water plus light energy produces glucose and oxygen. The glucose is stored or converted into ATP through cellular respiration. Now, here is the plant's unique trick. Instead of relying only on slow nutrient uptake through its roots in the poor bog soil, the Venus flytrap mines nitrogen and phosphorus directly into the insect, releasing its fast hair trigger traps. This dual strategy, sunlight for energy, insects for mineral, let it thrive in acidic, waterlogged soils where most other plants simply cannot survive. To wrap up, the Venus flytrap survives by combining ordinary plant biology with one extraordinary adaptation. Sunlight captures through photosynthesis in its main energy source. Digestive enzymes unlock nitrogen and phosphorus from trapped insects. Cellular respiration converts sugar into ATP to power every life process. And carnivory lets this remarkable plant thrive in nutrient-poor bogs where most other plants will fail. Thank you so much for your attention today. I will be happy to take any questions.